Hey folks, welcome back to Let's Play Romance of Three Kingdoms 12. I'm the Mysterious JG. And the last video was fairly quiet. Calm before the storm, I'd say. The biggest and probably most important military confrontation of the entire LP. Predicting based on what we're seeing now, the showdown between Cao Cao and Yuan Shao should decide who will rule China. Mostly because Liu Bei has not been able to establish... the actual pattern of the Three Kingdoms novel. Spoilers, oh my god. From roughly the point where we started, we've been in a general way we've been following Cao Cao's actual path. He took over the lands that were ruled by Lu Bu, took over the lands that were ruled by Yuan Shu. Although I guess Liu Bei did that. I don't remember if it was Cao Cao or Sun Ce who reaped the benefits. But he kind of made an enemy of Liu Bei, who fled and received help from Liu Biao. And although this game's not really going to support it, Liu Bei ultimately was able to escape from Cao Cao and establish himself in what was known as Shu, which is currently the territory held by Liu Zhang. Other things have gone differently. Zhang Lu over here was absorbed by Liu Zhang. That didn't happen in the novel or history. Ma Tang has come into conflict with Liu Zhang. But the big thing that's different is that Sun Ce has not carved out Wu. And this is something, although Liu Bei is rarely able to establish Shu in these games, unless the plot events are turned on and are ticking over. The series of events that allowed Liu Bei to found Shu were pretty unusual, and they're like story narrative type events. They weren't really something that this game's like one territory attacks another and takes its resources setup really supports. But I can tell you that in my first ever game of this, just messing around with it, playing as Yuan Shao, I stalemated with Cao Cao, and Sun Ce took over the rest of China while we beat the crap out of each other. And I quit before Sun Ce really... He was just starting to attack Cao Cao and winning, because Cao Cao and I had depleted each other so badly. And it was obvious that he was going to take out Cao Cao and then finish me. There was no way to turn it around. That was my first ever game that I was just kind of playing around, learning the rules. But that hasn't happened this time. Sun Ce has not established himself, and he's the guy who has the officers... He starts out with the officers, and in terms of like officer relationships and who's easy to hire, he can hire the quality officers necessary to really make something of a big territory that gives him lots of resources. But he hasn't done it. Which means that the guys who are really going to be a problem after I deal with Yuan Shao are kind of losers. Liu Zhang, he's a loser. He's got a couple of good officers, though. But the problem is, if he absorbs all of Ma Tang's officer corps, that's going to be a lot of good combat officers on his side, and that looks like that's likely to happen. And he and Liu Biao have made peace with each other, so they're not going to be depleting each other. They're going to hit a point where Liu Biao may be focusing in on Sun Ce, but Liu Zhang's not going to have anything better to do than to fuck around with Chang'an, a city that, as other people have noted in my LPs, have a real hard time holding Chang'an for whatever reason. But anyway, we need to get back to it here, so let's see what's up. Seeing if there's any place where I have officers who aren't working. Here's Yu Chang. We got to be just about... Yeah, okay, we got another turn, but we got to be getting close to... I'll be getting close to being ready to research a new technology. Are you still searching for that guy? Okay, you're still searching for that guy. I'm wondering now if... Cao Cao is still working on Meng Da. Somebody failed to hire their officer, which means that I probably need to reissue those orders if I want them to try again rather than just hang out with the family. You have no chance of hiring him. Okay, well. Alright then. She can now search for treasure. You're welcome. Or something. Which is the whole point of giving her that skill, so that's good. I don't have a good feeling about how the first fight against Yuan Shao is going to go, but having the plunder policy in effect might discourage him from messing with us. It might make him even angrier, of course. Meanwhile, I haven't spent any gold in a while, which seems foolish. Maybe I want to hold on to some gold, because I'll be able to research in the next turn. But I can get Chang'an's troop counts going up, right? Yeah. Actually, I probably should have done that here instead of Chang. No, this city's actually got a good draft just based on the awesome officers who are here. I'll hold on to some of my hard-won gold. No, wait, this place only has level 2 barracks. That's not acceptable. Frontline city, what's going to be the biggest war? Yeah, we need to be doing more than that. Alright, I guess I'll place a card face down and end my turn. Liu Zhang is getting plundered. Liu Zhang is using raise. Liu Zhang is going to finish off Ma Teng, which might just mean that I get a chance to go in and hire up a bunch of Ma Teng's officers. Not a very, well, I mean, you won, but I'm surprised that they didn't send a more dominant military force than that. So somebody else finished off a force. And you know what? The only other force that has finished off another force, unless Liu Biao took out somebody, I don't remember. No, Zhang Lu or whoever that guy is who Gan Eng worked for, I think technically took out Liu Bei. But no, Liu Zhang is the one who's collecting the kills. He's got Zhang Lu and now Ma Teng. Both fell under his spear. Ma Teng and 4 prisoners. It's come under control. Yuan Shao used fame. Plundering away on these guys. And I got a new technology. Raise up. Jiao Chan found gold, but that's it. Hey, we're gonna hire this guy? No, we just found him. His age is 20 and he has Helter, I don't know what that means. Got a nice skill, but his stats aren't that impressive for combat. Hey, we're gonna hire Meng Da after all. He's the guy. Yeah, he's the poison motherfucker. I guess now that Ma Teng's out of the picture, he's not gonna be as difficult to hire. Well, I mean, obviously we're hiring him right now. God, son of a bitch, he causes a lot of trouble. But it would be very much in character for me if I'm sort of kind of maybe role-playing as Cao Cao, to, rather than to execute the people who give you difficulty, to actually hire them and bring them onto your force. Things are happening, which I don't understand. Yuan Shao's having pretty good luck with his barracks. Either that or he just does a spinneroonie every time he does an adequate job. Lu Yan has buried items A. Maybe I should have been using the higher tactics to... they're already working on him. To that one that you actually use in place of like plunder or whatever to fire all over the map and then try to grab all the Ma Teng officers. It's a little late for that. I don't want to waste the plunder policy that I've got going. Go after Dong Zhao. Yeah, he ain't great, but although now I'm hitting the point. Now I'm starting to hit the point where I actually don't have idle officers. This dude here, intelligence 76. You know what? I might want to just move him to one of the cities that needs super cool military officers, just in case. Although frankly, it's possible that when he gets there, if I use auto select, they won't even use him because his stats won't be super impressive. So once again, Chang'an, he will never join us. He's like, I'll never join you, because he's Luke Skywalker. And he just found out that Cao Cao is his father. No, that's completely retarded. That's not what's happening at all. We have a free officer here. This can't be Chang'an, can it? Oh, Huban. Yeah, we just discovered him, so of course he's hanging around. Actually, is there somebody who would do better than you at hiring him? Yeah, what about, yeah. You could even have a chance to hire Zhang Yang. Of course, that means that you're not working the plot anymore, and that was... We had you over there because you'd be good at that, but no, that's one reason that you would keep guys on the search any. I think that's the best way to find new officers. Might be wrong about that. You do officer... you do the officer one, you're just going to try to hire officers you already know about. Alright, well anyway, the academy, we need to get new research going, so what do we want to do? I'm starting more than in any previous playthrough to see the value of researching goods, so that you've got lots of foods. But convoy reduces consumption, and right now I can level that up cheaper. At some point I'm going to have to start improving my military units. I've just got minor improvements on my archers is all I've got right now. Sooner I research... Yeah, this is one that you don't want to... Not much point leaving this to the end and researching it, because all your opportunities to get advantage out of it are gone, but you know, I really want to make sure that I can actually take advantage of all these troops I've got. So somebody is not working, and it is you. And now there's still somebody not working. Is there nobody working the plot? Yeah, there's nobody working the plot. Whoever's idle, you can work it. I don't know that that does anything. When the computer doesn't assign somebody to it, it probably means that it's not actually helping you, but don't have a great understanding of that. I could be sending an officer over here. In the meantime, the thing I just researched was apparently not that expensive. Let's start upgrading these finders of lost loves. In case that has something to do with how far afield we can search for officers, because it would be really nice if we could... Hey, look at all the happy people walking around. Shiny, happy people. It'd be really nice if we could actually get our hands on some of these officers of Matangs. Also, I don't think we've seen... usually, like, for example, I think the city we were just at would be a potential example. One of the ones we just saw a minute ago. You see how this market looks different from... Well, we don't have two markets that are not both maxed, but other markets that are not maxed out don't look like this. You can see here, this barracks looks different from this barracks, because you get a different, more fancy-looking version when you've upgraded something all the way. And we haven't actually seen that with a finder yet, I don't believe. So I'm going to work on upgrading my finders of lost loves. And in the meantime, yeah, until Yuan Shao attacks, things are going to be fairly quiet. I mean, I could work on a cut road policy and try to use it against them. But they just don't seem to work when I use them. I don't understand exactly what's wrong with that. It's something I could definitely try, though. I think I've got them all going now. Yep. I'm almost out of money anyway. But no, I could definitely use, like, it's... it would be most useful in some place where I could actually get 2 armies marching on them. Like, this place has 126,000 troops. If I move some siege weapons over here and even more troops over here, I could use a cut road policy and try to take this place over, and it would be a very costly battle for both sides. And if these guys let off and these guys are the reinforcements, they'd probably still have an okay troop count behind when we were done, and I could potentially take over Ye, which would seriously hurt Yuan Shao. But in all likelihood, he would just on the next turn would attack with somebody else. But obviously he has huge troop concentrations in these 2 cities. So this seems like the place he's likely going to try to attack. But let's see what happens. Maybe he'll just sit here letting me plunder him for forever. Well, this turn apparently he's going to let it happen. Meng Dao's arrived. Yao Chan found some gold. And something about GFP. Something about Runan. I don't know. I just hired Liu P. Oh, and we have more opportunities here. Wreck and sail. Rexel. What do wreck and sail do? Wreck. More troops are recruited per turn. Definitely a good thing. Sail. Income increase from market. The recruitment I'm all about. Lu Bu have that skill? Because he's hanging out here doing any of my military guys who are generally going to be working at the barracks, if they're not doing something else, would be good to have it. You would be good to get it. Lu Bu may already have it. Shao and Boo. Lu Bu does not already have it. Let's give it to him. Vigilante, whatever. And then the one that increases markets, could be good. See if there's anybody who's right on the cusp of having a 100 leader but doesn't. Not getting Jihao Yuan or any of these guys up to that level would be worthwhile, probably. Wei Yan's only at 89. If these people who are giving me helpful hints and tips are to be believed, getting him up to 90 will be a good idea. Okay. Hey, there we go. These are some of, well, maybe they are, maybe they're not. Guys who work for, Ma Tang and are now heading over here looking for work. Oh, these are guys in Liu Biao's territory. Ma Zhen does not want to work. Ma Wan does not want to work for us. I wonder why that you are the best qualified person I've got for doing that, though. If you can't get him, nobody else who works here is going to be able to. I'll let you get this guy. You got a 90% chance. Cao Cao, I'll try to put him to work on somebody who's gonna be a little bit more of a... He's still working on Dong Zhao. Dong Zhao. I'll keep him going with that. Ma Wan apparently is one of these guys who's like coded because of his personality or backstory to never work for us, because the ruler was a score of over 100 in the appropriate attribute and has the higher skill, can't get him, which basically means, yeah, it's coded to be impossible. You are still working on that guy. I mean, yeah, I'll keep working on these long shots. Although, no, I am approaching the point where it actually doesn't make that much sense to hire officers, because I've got a... How can I put this? I've got a concentration of officers that is such that I would need more territory for them to work. Now I have like one officer for each, you know, facility that I've got, pretty much. I would need to start conquering more territories before it would really be worthwhile to get more officers. But I still collect them as I go. Too weak. They already go with you, buddy. Oh. Is there anybody with a higher? No. And it's always going to tell me there's somebody I can hire here, because it's always... Oh, actually it doesn't. I was going to say it's usually trying to convince me that I can somehow hire Yuan Shu, which I can't. I think that he would be able to... Oh, that's Liu Fu. I thought it was somebody else. Here, you hang around over there so it looks like you're working. Same deal here. Well, you might be good at this job. Let's automate. It puts you on a market. Now, oh! Actually did put somebody in charge over there, though. And she is going to ignore these guys, because they're both coded to never ever work for us, ever, under any conditions. Chang, 2 more turns before we can research something. I need to think about getting some infantry officers over there. Although my very best generals are all cavalry generals. Cavalry is probably what I should be working on. Cao Shao, okay, Cao Cao, Yuan Shao, it looks like he's going to attack after all. Oh no, he's using cut road, and then he's going to attack, that fucker. Well, we kind of knew this was coming, and what did I do about it? Very little. Okay, so they're coming at me with 167,000 troops with 20,000 in reserve. I'm gonna do the best I can, but oh, I don't have any freaking archers. That's one thing I don't like about this game, is that Here's the poison skill. Here's Archer Barrage. Yeah, the problem is if I try to turtle, I'm going to run into trouble with the fact that I got 63,000. I'm going to be outnumbered about 3 to 1 here. But I'll haste, Archer, ally cavalry unit increases attack and speed, raise zone defense and war, raise surrounding allies archer and attack range. I want somebody in here with the poison tactic. Use enemy combat power versus low intelligence. But he's another frickin' I think I'm just gonna have to face them in the field. Shoot. No, I knew this was gonna be trouble. Hopefully they won't capture any of my generals, and once the cut road wears off, I'll be able to sort of come back. Timing's not good either, because the video really should be ending now, but now I'm about to start a battle. So, yeah, I'm outnumbered more than 3-1 here. So I think I'm going to have to charge him. Alright. Let's... get everybody coming over here, except for Zhihao Dun, who will come this way. And let's keep Yuan Shao. You only got 1,000 troops? Aw, shit! I didn't, oh, I didn't set him to maximum. It default... oh, shit. When I changed officers, it must have defaulted him to the smallest unit size possible. That really sucks. Okay, so that kind of... we're already screwed up there, because I've got a unit with only 1,000 troops in it. But hopefully I'll be able to get off the poison skill a couple times, and I'll just have to try to keep him in the back. So yeah, Zhihao Dun's gonna try to flank and, you know, set their food on fire. Best tactic ever, you know. Probably once I confront them, I'm just going to want to use my inspiration tactic right away. Ah, shit. I'm so fucked. Where are they going? Oh, they're splitting. Okay, so they're not all coming this way. Alright, I'm gonna blow my policy right out of the gate here. Generally, you just do really poorly when you're outnumbered because, I mean, they're inflicting losses on you so rapidly you can't. The more outnumbered you are, the more lopsided things get. It's not like you inflict even losses on them in those situations. He's got increased visibility. Well, could be a lot worse, I suppose. So let's get you in close. Let's get you to come in and attack this unit that's confused. I really wish I could use more than one of these per battle, but I'm pretty sure you don't get to do that. That reduces their attack power, but it doesn't really wipe them out like I was kind of hoping it would. This is not going my way nearly fast enough. His own forces will be to ambush. Siren's going down in a bad way. Xiao Dun is not going to be able to flank anybody. We're just screwed here, folks, really. Well, Yuan's gonna do his level best, but no, we're not gonna be able to hold. Can't force Gong Dung Zan to fall back. Oh, bastard. It'd be nice if I could slow them down long enough that they can't bring everything to bear on my gate. And it's possible. But no, this is not looking good. Shao Dun is really putting on a hell of a fight considering how many guys he's against. Give him expertise again here as soon as I possibly can. He just increased everybody's attack, so that's not good. And now Xiao Dun, I guess, wasn't receiving a lot of attention, but now everybody's attacking him and his forces are dwindling rapidly. Gojio is captured. Oh, shit. Not good at all. I don't want Xiao Dun getting captured, but I don't see how he's getting out of this. Okay, well, there's not a whole lot left to worry about trying to control. I desperately need to try to keep just attacking whoever's at the gates. How much point in doing anything other than yeah, there was no way I was going to get around them. The army was too big. They split and they took both paths. Trying to get around them would have just been pointless. They are going to break through before time runs out. I'll try to focus in on the spearmen if there's any chance that'll slow down their rate of attack, but it's not very likely. And that's the thing, is when you're outnumbered, then it just goes really poorly. I mean, I took more than 1-to-1 losses. But next time around, I guess the roads won't be cut anymore. I should be able to take the city back. But no, this is not a good opening gambit. Alright, we're gonna get another archer barrage, am I? And they're inflicting damage on I guess I can just buy a few extra seconds here. I mean, this isn't going to accomplish anything. I should just stuck with what I was doing. And we'll watch the gate break cinematic just because we always do. When I break a gate, so we might as well watch Yuan Shao break one of mine. I wish I had another Inspire that I got to use. Be curious to see what the losses were for each side. Okay, he fell back. You weren't captured. I really didn't want him getting captured. We already have Guojia captured, and we're about to lose. Didn't even hold them out for half of the time. Jeez. No, so that wasn't good at all, folks. But this is what, and this happens all the time on hard difficulty. I don't know how to stop them from using the cut road policy, which means that they just get to prevent you from using reinforcements. Sao Ren retreated. Zhan Jui's been captured. They got 2 of my officers. I did kill more of their guys than they killed. But as you can see how many they sent. So I lost about 50,000, half wounded, half killed. They lost about 80,000. So I inflicted more damage than I took, but I obviously lost the city. And I believe what I'm being told there is that because of the cut road tactic, I'll hire a new officer anyway. She had a very masculine voice. Because of the cut road tactic, I believe I am not currently allowed to launch an attack from 2 different cities on that place. So just to show what I'm talking about. Let's say that we decided we just don't have that many troops in some of these cities. We could go after EA to get revenge, but they would send reinforcements from one of these places here. But if I were to try and deploy... Oh, we can't attack at all. Yeah. We can't attack at all on this turn from any city. At least we can't attack from any city that was on the front line. Maybe from here. This one shouldn't be affected. Yeah. Any of those places that were glowing red before... Yeah, any of the cities that were on the front line with Yuan Shao when he used the front line tactic, would be this one, this one, this one, and of course this one, which he's now taken, can't deploy troops. Which means that this city, which was not on the front line, could attack, but we don't have enough troops there to do any good. So basically, yeah, I can't do anything to Yuan Shao on this turn, which sucks. Now, I mean, I could start attacking Liu Zhang if I wanted to, but no, I'm not going to try to get anything. I see Ma Ti, one of Ma Chao's son, or Ma Tang's sons, already happily working for the person who conquered his daddy. But yeah, so that wasn't a good start, but I mean, we did inflict more damage than we took there. So that's something. We got Cut Road messing with us. So I'm just hoping that's not a sign of things to come, but yeah, Yuan Shao drew first blood and he took one of my cities. But now he's down to 278,000 troops. I'm like he's inching towards. I'm inching towards having twice as many troops. I didn't inflict double losses on him there, but I did inflict a lot. And honestly, there's only so much, slick trickery you can do with positioning of troops. At some point, it's going to come down to who can actually, who's just going to kill the army of the other side. So, if he takes territory from me, but he loses 80,000 troops each time he takes a city from me. Guess what? He can do that about 3 times before he's totally fucked. And I got more than 3 territories. But no, I probably should have put more troops here to defend this city. But I'm stretched thin. I mean, I don't want to have no troops in some of these cities that are over here bordering these other forces. The ceasefire with Liu Biao, the truce rather, which I just kind of signed, sort of to buy myself a little breathing room. It's already expired. But this video is also already gone way too long. So that's it, folks. We're calling this a video, and not a particularly happy one. But, which is sad, because it's going to be at least a week, probably, before I'll have another chance to record this game. Because there's really only one night a week where I have a chance to record anything, and I spent most of that night watching clips of Match Game. So, when we come back on the next turn, we really can't do anything except try to lick our wounds. But, and, we'll see if Yuan Shao attacks again. The good news is that I don't think he's stockpiled a bunch of cut road policies. Maybe he has. But I believe we're going to be able to turn around and start going. Like, once we have the ability to actually attack with 2 different cities at once. The other thing I want to check on is food. How much food did he burn doing that? He had more food than us. He had a lot of food stockpiled, which I was nervous about. But that is no longer the case. I believe he burned through a lot of food with that attack. Ultimately, I'm trying to convince myself that although Yuan Shao won that battle, it might have been a little bit of a Pyrrhic victory. Because, he lost 80,000 troops, and now he only has 70,000 in that city. He had 2 different locations with over 100k at one point, but that's no longer true. He lost a lot of troops in that successful attack. We lost one of our tactics. We would have to get going on another inspiration tactic. I used an inspiration tactic. They did not use a tactic. They still won. But again, the losses they took were pretty heavy. So were ours. So we'll have to see, folks. I think at the end, when I sent Cao Ren and Jiao Dun out with additional units, I probably shouldn't have bothered. I probably should have just left it where it was. But I'm just blathering now. So next time, folks, Cao Cao, he's tasted defeat once or twice. It's not a completely lopsided LP. But I'm kind of hoping that this is the most difficulty I'm going to have. If I can turn this around against Yuan Shao without these other forces coming up and attacking me from behind. As I've said many times before, if I take out Yuan Shao without completely losing my own core territories in the process, Yuan Shao has a great position from which to start. It's because so many cities with no, there's no threat to them. There's nobody who's going to be able to attack. I can just put farms and markets here and here. Barracks all over the front lines. I don't need to use any space in my frontline cities for anything except barracks. If I can just have nothing but farms and markets back here. I'm looking forward to conquering his territory, but it's easier said than done. See you next time, folks. Goodbye.